Welcome, folks, to Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. Easily one of the most passionate and still underrated environments in college football. This crowd ready to roar for the Utes. It can be a tough place for visitors to win. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Longhorns will kick this away to get us going. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun. Here's an inside give. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Utah.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Pressure is coming. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here's the toss play now, running to the right. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense here. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quick throw over the middle. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Jukes to get free.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
On third down, he drops to throw. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Longhorns will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw. It's Manning. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds an open target on the left side. And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Utes offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The shotgun running play call. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's a first down.
The Utes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Lions. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They're going to run it here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Wilson. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
Now we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Handoff to the back. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. The shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, that's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
First down here for this offense. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Utah 14, Texas 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? To throw, it's Manning. And here comes a deep shot. He's got it at the 15. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Utah offense takes the field. Let's see if he can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Cut quickly.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Looking downfield, it's Wilson. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Utes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. That's a design quarterback keeper. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Pulls it in. It's Stanley. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And the Utes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking for some space. It's Stanley. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
2nd down, looking to throw it. He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts him in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's looking deep here. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Longhorns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. To the air, it's Manning. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? At the 10 now. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Utah. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He escapes the sack. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a 4th down call.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Back to throw. It's Manning. Here's the throw deep downfield. It is intercepted. Breaks a tackle into the clear. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Utah offense takes the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Stanley. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Keeping it on the ground here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy.
Timeout, Texas.
They've converted one of their 2 fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Scanning the field. It's Wilson. Going for his running back. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to make a play deep downfield. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Look at this. He'll go deep again. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's going to take another shot right here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
What a first half. We've seen a little bit of everything. These guys have come all the way back. They score with no time remaining. Now they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good.
The extra point is good.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Utes will kick this deep, begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They bring him down right at the 20.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here's the second down play. To the air, it's Manning. Lets it go quickly. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Gibson.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. They also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
Third down coming.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass this time. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. The sack sets up second down.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
They've converted 2 of 3 so far on fourth down, and they'll stay aggressive here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he throws his third interception of the day. Look out, he's got some space. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Utes. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not through it all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now to PAT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackles made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. And this Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave these receivers one-on-one.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down play coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back. It's Manning. He's escaping the pocket now. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns. No chance to catch him.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then
it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? Only scoop it up. Can he make something happen here? Across midfield. At the 30 now. At the 10. And he takes it all the way back for 2 points to reclaim the lead. Wow. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. Offense takes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down. Looking to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Running a quarterback sneak here. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And the call is a quarterback sneak. crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Texas 34, Utah 30.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The pass to the tight end on first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Wilson. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
4th down.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The Utes offense is on the move now. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Let's it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
And the Utes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Utah. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
Can you believe it? He's missed the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Texas.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. To throw, it's Manning. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going for a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 25. Touchdown, Texas. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
He knocked through the PAT, so the lead is 5 during the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Utes offense takes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Snags the quick throw. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Back to throw. It's Wilson. And looking for a big play here. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And he'll set up to throw. It's an out route. The catch made.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
He slings this one deep down the left side. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Tackle quickly at the 10, but now the offense really threatening to score.
At this point, I'm wondering if either defense is going to show up to play today. I mean, it's just been one big play after another. Definitely has the feeling of which quarterback will have the ball last is going to end up winning this game.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Dropping back. It's Wilson. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Oh, so close to executing here on the fourth down play in the fourth quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you got to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. They look to throw it here on second down. The sure hands, it's Gibson. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. It's a QB sneak.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line. The quarterback, they pick up this first down here on 3rd down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line who's able to find just enough space to pick up the first down in a new set of downs.
Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. The back's got it. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Gibson. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is that offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Important second down play coming up. Toss play to the outside. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Crosses the 10. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. Well, that one is going to sting. Take the crucial touchdown off the board. They'll be backed up and have to try it again. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Toss play running right. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout is taken by the defense with 11 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Utah.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show, who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris.